we need a change. Don't get me wrong, the game fundamentals are really good, but I'm not having so much fun as I was having before. I like to create content, share and help all the community, but when the content I can create is the same one for seasons and with minimal changes, it starts feeling pointless. I love season 1, I had so much fun for a long time playing a game like this, and I could not stop playing it when I started on season 1. But at the moment does not feel like that anymore. It's more like log in, do my daily stuff I need to do and then log out. There's nothing interesting to find out anymore, and the rewards from content don't really force you to push yourself. For example, they could add more Heliolate dices to Vortex for the top ranking and other content, because after all, they could add more Heliolate dices to Vortex top ranking and other content, because after all, that's the most wanted reward in the game, right? But I can't lie, they've been doing some changes. Recently, they did some changes on season 1 and some really good ones. They added new missions, new rewards to new players, new free legendaries, and I think overall everyone is really happy with the changes done on season 1. Of course, every player is expecting that those changes they come to every season, because at this moment it doesn't make any point that a player from season 1 goes to season 2 and instead of getting 12 stages he gets stages, just 9 stages, so he's getting less content from season 1. Some speed up options was added to several content as well, so we have now 10 times speed on Vortex, Arena and Famander. Those are really good changes that we've been asking for it, and we really need that on Goblin Lair as well, and I think was something so easy to do like they did on Vortex. They could just add that option to all the other dungeons, because sometimes we need to farm a lot of Goblin Lair and we don't want to be all day doing that. We have also some changes on artifacts. So now on Famander in season 4, on Famander and Pillar of Trial, we have now a box where we can choose the artifacts we want, and I think the thing they're gonna do is that we're gonna be able to choose between the artifact of that season or choose another artifact that we really want. Another good change was done to Arena, so now on 1v1 it's much more easier, it doesn't take so much time, so we can set up our teams, and if we are struggling to defeat the higher enemy, we can just use the quick tickets and do all the battles in a second. The compensation given to all the players, season 1 and season 2 players, was really good as well. Everyone was expecting this, and I think was a fair compensation to everyone. But at the moment, the future of this game is really uncertain, and we really need some changes. It's very hard to predict a good future for this game, mainly because of this season system, where we keep merging several servers, where we have less players to others with more players, so we keep a server with an active amount of players, and that's a big problem, because the more far we get in, so imagine like season 6 or season 7, what they're gonna do about this. I mean, the only option will be that those seasons ahead, so like season 6 or 7, we're gonna need to wait for the new servers to come and fill one server with the active players. So one of the best ways to solve all of these problems will be to merge all the servers, so everyone will be playing at the same season, no different seasonal timings, so no one playing season 4 and then you need to wait 9 months to get there, so everyone will be playing at the same season. We just merge all servers, we get a compensation to everyone, if they are playing on season 4, just season 1, and then we can start from there. With this we'll get a community much more united, so everyone could play together. If I want to join the server of my friend or start playing with a friend, we can do it, and that will be much better and make a much more healthier community. One of the other things that we really need on this game is to bring more quality of life changes. We really need that, especially because this is a mostly grinding game, and having like the 10 times Goblin Lair, because I think like 50% of the game is all about that at this moment. We need to level up those heroes every season, and every season we are doing Goblin Lair a big amount of times. Of course, everyone wants to optimize it, do it faster each season, but every season it's the same Goblin Lair, no changes on that, so most of the people, they are already using always the same comps, the same teams, to do the Goblin Lair, so it's nothing new for them. So I think this game really needs some changes, and I have a couple of suggestions. It's not much, but I don't want to make this video too long as well, and I think all of the content creators have been doing a lot of suggestions and as well a lot of players. So my first one is balancing heroes more often. When we started this game, it was one of the first ones I said at the beginning. We need to buff and nerf heroes every season and a couple of times, because some players will be happy, other players will not be so much happy with this, but that's the life. All games do it, and it's one of the things that makes the games more interesting. It makes you to rethink about all your strategy, build different teams, use different heroes, and now everyone wants balancing because we have a rook broken, of course, and characters remaining at tier S since season 1 and everyone using the similar teams for 3 seasons. Also, the arena needs a complete revamp, a lot of things needs to be changed. We need some balance on that to stop benefiting all those tank defense teams. It doesn't help anything at all. Give some kind of debuffs while the game goes on, and until one of the teams wins or loses, we get those debuffs increasing. We don't want ties anymore and having a loss just because we've been hitting a wall for 10 minutes and it does not break. Summoner teams, they need some love as well. They could exactly do the same thing like they did with the new Season 4 hero, the Radiant Swan, the Ifair. It makes these skills to heal their summons, so that's one of the options we can have on our summoner heroes, or at least make the heal that affect the summoner to affect the summoned units as well in a small percentage. We need more co-op modes. New Vortex mode is fine, but what if they add just a co-op Vortex instead of a raging Vortex? Will be so much more fun doing Vortex with a friend or a guildmate, maxing our damage and finding the best synergy between us. The last suggestion I want to make is just a simple one, so just please improve the communication. I know this has been a hard time, lot of stuff going on, but sometimes just communicating with your players will make everything easier. We are not monsters, we are people, and we understand if you guys are having a hard time. So if you communicate with us, we will understand. But if you don't, then we will think that Dragonheir developers, they just don't care about their players. These are just a few suggestions, and there are much more that all content creators and Dragonheir community keep sharing with Discord moderators, hoping that this gets delivered to the developers of this game. So please, Dragonheir team, if you're watching this video, we love your game, we care about your game, and that's why we keep asking you for more and better content. So could you make an effort to deliver more to our community, because your game has a huge potential and can be much more than this. This is my message to you all. Hope you guys have a great day, take care and see you next time.